Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate,
Hey.
activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit,
They
activate.
better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Okay.
Activate.
Hey, hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get them, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get them, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, hey.
You
Hold
cannot.
on.
Okay.
Holy
Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hello. I hope y'all are having a good day. I hope you're all having a good day. I love you all. Happy birthday, Lysandra. So y'all, how have you guys been? Clearly, you guys have been really bored. Clearly, you guys have been really bored because you've been hitting me up a lot. Okay? Gross. Gross. Y'all like Sean is quiet. It's real boring out here. Okay, Sean, they got me thinking about watching Kate. And Sean, I'm about to get into a series on Netflix. What the? So look at here, Sean. If you don't come forward and say something about just whatever, okay, then it's going to be a while before I come back over here. Because this season that I'm looking at got, or show I'm looking at got 8 seasons. Do you really want me to be going for 8 seasons? I have a job. That could take months for me to get back over here. Okay? So, go live, or I'm getting rid of the red app. I'm just going ahead and uninstall them. Because we don't have time for this. So I'm just like, ew. My birthday is something like a holiday. So I'm still celebrating my birthday. I don't know why Lathandra came in here born. I have no idea. I have no idea. But I heard her family like her. So I don't, I don't know if she's here. But she's here. Okay, whatever. And it is what it is. So yeah, I went to celebrate my birthday. I had fun yesterday. I went to an amazing restaurant, Fogo de Chao. Shout out to my moderator, Mel Cruz. I used the rest of the gift certificate, girl. She sent me one last time. I love you, Mel Cruz. Oh, and she sent me an Amazon card this year. I love you, Mel. Thank you so much, Mel Cruz. I love you. So, my girl. So, I was watching Brazilian men walk around chopping steak and pork chops and lamb, and I was eating a Brazilian salad. So I was busy, girl. And it was my FC's birthday. Shout out to my FC. I love you. I love you, FC. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. So it was her birthday, and we always celebrate because our birthdays is 3 days apart. Okay, so that's why her birthday gets to matter. It's allowed to matter because we're 3 days apart. I'm like, well, I'm gonna be celebrating anyway, so it's like we might as well just do it together. So I mean, I guess at least you're giving me a good 48 hours of me. Okay, I appreciate it. So that's what that word. So I guess we celebrate for her. So I gotta love her. We had such a good time. I love her. We had a really good time. So yeah, so I knew I was gonna be busy. That's why I told you that I was gonna be going live yesterday. But of course, we're gonna go live tonight, and we're gonna have a big live tonight on coffee. We're gonna go on coffee and get extreme. Why not? It's real boring out here. It's real boring out here. So we're gonna go on coffee and get extremely messy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When I say we're gonna have a fun and big live on Sunday on coffee, when I talk to you guys on Thursday, I meant it. Or Friday. I meant it. So we're gonna make sure you're at coffee tonight. Okay, if you not have your coffee, if you do not have your coffee subscription, the mods drop it throughout the link throughout the live. So if you want to get messy with who, Voldemort, Wacko Jacko. Yeah. Oh, do I have a lot to tell you guys? Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. The tea is popping hot. We popping the girls. That's all we do is pop the girls. So we're gonna go pop the girls. So come over tonight. It's gonna be a little bit after this live. I'm gonna put up the time as soon as we in here. And so so make sure you're on coffee to check out to see when the time is. And then we'll see you over there. But we have the tea. We have the tea. So please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Tasha K dropped by Joe Budden due to Cardi B. Okay, that's in the title. I wrote that. Absolutely. Nicki Minaj is queen, yet has no king! Exclamation. That is not a question mark. Okay, that is a statement. That is an absolute statement. Chrisean and more. Okay. And so please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So let's get into these good topics. So first, let's get into I was saying, what's he gonna braid your scalp? So let's get into Tasha K responding about the whole Whack 100 saying he slept with her. That he slept with her. That Leatherface said that he slept with trans Nicki. So let's get into that. Is he gonna pull up? What is going on? What is going on? So Tasha K responded on No Jumper on the podcast. She was interviewed over there, and she decided to respond to what this is Nicki. We don't want Nicki out. We're not Nicki out. So yeah, sorry. So she was on No Jumper, Adam 22, who interviewed her, and she and she responded to Adam 22's questioning her about allegedly sleeping with Whack 100. Okay. Now, we all knew that this wasn't true. Tasha K is a married woman. And I mean, not to say that married people don't cheat, but I'm just saying, like, if you say Tasha K is a handsome man, because that's what he said. That's what he said. Sean type of wear. Rapping Tasha K dropped by Joe Budden due to Cardi B question mark. It's fine. Nicki Minaj is queen, yet has no king! Exclamation. All right. Chrisean and more. Exclamation. What are you talking about? So let's pull this up. Boom. It's on your face. It's all in your room. And let's get into trans Nicki. Okay. Now shout out to Tasha K. She again responded to Whack 100's allegations. So it says Tasha K reacts to Adam 22 telling her that Whack 100 is going around implying that she and Whack slept together. Let's get into it.
Root of your Whack 100 beef as well, because in full
I
disclosure,
don't have a beef with him.
I was on the podcast with him and he was trying to imply that he had slept with you. Now, I know you're married and I very much doubt that, but he was implying that.
He said that.
Well, maybe we got a lawsuit for him now.
I don't need no lawsuit because that shit ain't true. Like,
Well, I know it's not true, but he was sitting there with his shiny head, just like, yeah, me and her, we got a history.
listen, the first time I heard of that
He was
man
trying to be
is
funny.
when I don't know how it got to me, but someone was like, he did an interview with R. Kelly.
Yeah, he called
Right.
him on our show. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I had interaction. And then he was just like, yeah, R. Kelly hired him to investigate me. And I'm like, for what? He's like, well, you leaked his jail records. Yeah, so does the Justice Department. They know they opened up a whole investigation on me. So what are you doing? Well, I'm trying to get him justice. Are you a Fed? Have you not seen my channel? Like, I tell on every motherfucking body. I'm not a gangster. I'm a snitch.
Is this the root of your Whack 100 beef as well? Because in full
I
disclosure,
don't have a beef with him.
I was on the podcast with him and he was trying to imply that he had slept with you. Now, I know you're married and I very much doubt that, but he was implying that.
He said that.
Well, maybe we got a lawsuit for him now.
I don't need no lawsuit because that shit ain't true. Like,
Well, I know it's not true, but he was sitting there with his shiny head, just like, yeah, me and her, we got a history.
listen, the first time I heard of that
He was
man
trying to be
is
funny.
when I don't know how it got to me, but someone was like, he did an interview with R. Kelly.
Yeah, he called
Right.
him on our show. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I had interaction. And then he was just like, yeah, R. Kelly hired him to investigate me. And I'm like, for what? He's like, well, you leaked his jail records. Yeah, so does the Justice Department. They know they opened up a whole investigation on me. So what are you doing? Well, I'm trying to get him justice. Are you a Fed? Have you not seen my channel? Like, I tell on every motherfucking body. I'm not a gangster. I'm a snitch.
Is this the root?
Tasha, them is some big ass earrings, girl. I just noticed. I'm like, damn, them earrings big. Go on, Tasha. Okay, girl. So Tasha says she ew. Tasha said Tasha, she said she had to stretch her ear open. She's like, excuse me? Tasha came like, I would have been very upset. I would have been very upset. And here's why. Here's why. I don't mind people saying that I'm cheating on who I'm with. That is fun. Okay, whatever. All publicity is good publicity. So that's fine. It's just giving me ugly people. No. I'm all for a good rumor, Lord. I'm all for some good mess. That's fine. Okay? But you're not about to say that I'm cheating and then say it's with Kodak Black. Like, no. That. Okay? You're not about to, No. I'm not saying you're not going to give me no back. It's what you're not going to give me. Okay? Give me someone at least cute. All right? They ain't got to be all that. I mean, it is what it is. But at least let them not be facially challenged. Okay? All the indents and his face look like a road map. Like, it's like he got Craig Mac-itis. Like, I'm just like, yeah, no. Don't do that. Oh, hell no. No. You say I'm cheating with a YouTuber, give me somebody at least cute. Okay? Don't say I'm cheating with Slodio. Don't do that. Don't No. Don't give me no Babilla gorilla. That's what we're not about to do. All right? Like, so I completely understand it. So listen, I'm all for a cute rumor. I'm fine with that. But at least let them look like something. Like, oh, Sean's cheating, and he's cheating with the official King Payne. Okay, King Payne's at least cute. At least a handsome guy. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm like, oh, we go together? I don't know that friend. So here, Flip, you owe me sex. That's what I said. I'll play with it. I don't mind it. I mean, whatever. Like, people are talking about. Okay, cool. How can we make them talk more? Let's give them something to talk about. So agree. So I'm just like, yeah, just don't. We don't want anybody unattractive. That's all. So I could completely understand Tasha K being taken aback. I could completely understand Tasha K being, oh no, you can dance. Oh no, you can dance. Oh, I cannot stand these fire trucks. Get to the fire. I can't wait to go to this city hall meeting and complain. I'm like, look, these fire trucks can wait till they get down the damn streets. They don't got to turn it on for what? It's blocks away. It ain't where I see the fire. And then it want to be multiple of them leaving at the same time. All you motherfuckers is not needed. Y'all gonna get done only one of y'all gonna hook up a hole. And then Lord, it's all of them. They want to use all the fire trucks. All y'all need is one. And y'all act like y'all go fast. I'm like, y'all don't. So why is they turning the thing on when they come out? Go on, pull on out, and then get on down the street. Then go ahead. You're only going like 13 miles per hour coming out of the thing, pulling out. It ain't like you. It ain't, I think this about to. Now move close to the firehouse so to keep robbers and stuff away, Lord. That's what that word. We gotta leave them a turn here by themselves. If they right here, they right there, right there. They leave the stove on something, it's cool. Cause they're right there. So I'm like, oh, this is annoying. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this. You know, I tried to move close to a police department, that didn't work because then it was. So I'm like, look, I'm trying to stay close to y'all so people stay away from us. Most people ain't gonna want to steal right across the street from the police department. I don't mind living close. We ain't doing nothing illegal, no way. So I don't mind. I don't mind living across the street from the police. And y'all better pull out quietly. And y'all better stay off my damn grass. I don't stay close to the police before. I sure did. I used to cuss them out all the time. I was like, excuse me. Yeah. Why are you out of the vehicle, but it's still parked in front of my house? You don't want to take it with you? You don't want to take it with you? The lot's full. The lot's full. How did I that? That wasn't my question. Since you want to be a smart ass. Okay, I'll be a smart ass too. That wasn't my question. You tried it. I didn't say it's the parking lot full. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna get your police. Get your police ass up and step. Okay? I was like, no, I want the Popo Park for my house. We ain't friends. I'm trying to take the little street cred I got left away. No, don't park over here. I don't know y'all. Don't do that. That's niggas live over here. I said, get your police ass up and step. I said, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, why are you out the car? What? You want to take it with you? You don't want it? Yeah, I'm gonna hair flip. So yeah, because y'all, it annoys me. Ooh, I get angry. Anyway, if I was really interrupted, let me get it. Oh well, y'all did that. So my girl. So, and now we knew that they didn't sleep. So girl, we knew that. Okay, we knew that. Okay, whatever I would have ran with this if I was Tasha. I'm not even gonna lie. Tasha, you expelled this too quickly. Girl, I would have ran with this girl. Girl, I would have ran with that Rottweiler, that German Shepherd. Want to sit over there and say he slept with you, girl. Girl, absolutely. I would have just ruined him. I sure would have. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, he was implying we slept together. Oh, he was. Was it because of the herpes I gave him? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he probably slept together. Oh, so I really did give him HPV. Here, flip. Yeah, I would have played with it. Yeah, I wouldn't have just. Yeah, you want to play? Okay, let's play. Mm-hmm. Oh, you said we slept together. Mm-hmm. That's the last time I was gonna get chlamydia. I told myself after that, don't sleep with no more people that got gonorrhea. That is it. That is it. Okay? That is it. I never sleeping with a person to get like herpesiphilitis. That was it. You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. If I was Tasha, I would have been like, but does butt sex count? I think your sister's pretty, but let's boy it. So, my girl, I was like, oh, we did? Oh, okay. Okay. Let's play with this. So, that's what I would have did. But we knew that, Tasha didn't sleep with no whack, one. I want her whack 100, nigga, please. Aren't you supposed to be, oh. He lost his dog collars to Chrisean and Blueface. So, I mean, he got to do something. Wack, you are so pathetic, you bumpy face loser. I'm just like, oh my goodness. Like, you lying on the Vienna. You lying on your Vienna? I'm like, gross. Like, you really lying on your any Audi? Bitch. I'm like, oh, that's a whole married woman. I'm like, gross. Ugh. To even say something like that. It's just like, it's like, and you ugly. Like, on top of that. Like, you unattractive as hell saying this stuff. You know? It's like, I'm gonna need you to get with that. I'm gonna need you to get with that. Literally. You can't be in a Benzino club, in the Dorian from the Mask Club. Like, stop it. Absolutely not. I was like, ain't you part of the Creep Squad? Like, gross. You, Rich Dollars, you know, all y'all old as hell looking in the face, but throw a couple dollars at 19-year-olds. And y'all feel like y'all really doing it. Ooh. I'm at the club with a stripper right now. Ooh. So yeah, that's gross. That's gross. That is so high school. He didn't go. So with him, that's so like middle school. He didn't go to high school. That's so elementary. That's so juvenile system. That's so charged as an adult. That's so yeah. And so yeah. It's like, girl, he want to be down so bad, like so bad. Like, oh my goodness, he felt like he was so hard because he beat up a cause on occasion. I said, look at here, we have always been stronger than our oppressor. We have always been stronger than our oppressor. That's why they had to trick us. So and we have always been stronger than them. Okay. Shout out to white people, but it ain't been a time since I've been on this earth that I will not wear a white man out. Okay. And I'm sure that it's a time on this earth. Okay. There ain't gonna be one that a black woman just gonna let. No. A black woman will wear your ass out. Period. Period. Y'all don't want to fight because y'all think it hurt. Black people, we don't have that. That's what happens when, you know, our people were chained and enslaved and, you know, beaten and whipped. We could care less about that. We could care less. You can hit us square in the face. That's completely fine. Just know. Just know. Okay. Y'all seen what happened down south with them chairs on that boat and that man, okay? It's more where that came from. So, you know, that's what that word. That's what they were. So he really thought he was somebody because he, you know, beat up those white men, you know, outside of that thing. It's like, first of all, Finch jumper. First of all, whack one Finch jumper. Let's start there, girl. Let's start there, girl. Finch jumper. Yeah. So, period. Shout out to Alabama. So, yeah, it's just like, nobody's afraid of you. Nobody's afraid of you. You literally tried to fight Chrisean. She's a girl, but never tried to fight Blueface. Why? You were yanking on her and trying to, I remember you were yanking on her, trying to pull her out of Blueface's home, you know, and all of that stuff. You remember that? You remember that? But you didn't have none of that smoke for him. And he allowed you to do that stuff to Chrisean. Show you how he don't want no smoke with no real man, no way. He fight when he has to. He fight when he has to. Because for him to know that Chrisean's father don't like him and he don't like vice versa, for him to let her father get that close to be able to rock him like that, that means that you hit him back, meaning that you would have never started that fight. You had no intention of walking up to Chrisean's father doing anything to him. But he had every intention of doing it to you. because that is what happened. That's why he rocked you and you defended yourself. That's what it gives when it comes to a man, you know. But you will fold Chrisean up and oppress him. You will kick the bathroom door down to get to her. But let that be a man. You want to walk around taking your shirt off, swearing what you're gonna do, but ain't moved. So whack is the same thing. Like, y'all love smoking women because y'all actually put y'all hands on them. Yeah, I mean no world like that. I'm too busy sending my pen to you. I don't care what Tasha K say, I'm not dropping my pen. I'm not doing that. I don't care what Chrisean would say to me. I'm not dropping my pen. Like, I'm not doing like you a woman. Like, I don't have time for that, and I'm not making time for it. There will be no arena where I will meet you and fight you physically. Like, no, I'm not doing that. But he would. Mm-hmm. Whack would. Yeah. He don't put his hands on a lot of women. So let's not make it seem like, well, I've never hit a woman. Yes, you have. That's why you got this close with Chrisean. The only reason I feel like he didn't hit her is because there were cameras. If there weren't cameras there, I feel like he would have been putting hands on Chrisean. She wouldn't have let him. They would have been fighting because Chrisean wouldn't have let Whack put his hands on her. But how physical he was getting with her, oh yeah. If those cameras weren't present, he would have done way more to Chrisean. So yeah, shout out to Tasha K. We all knew this was a lie. Like, no one believed that, but that is gross to come at a woman, like that married woman, and be like, I slept with a married woman. Like, what? I mean, I'll say if it was something that was there, but there's not. So why lie about it? That's stupid. So let's get into Tasha K. She was on, shout out to Nicki and I, because I saw it on Nicki and I's Instagram. I love her. Shout out to my good Nicki. Shout out to my good Nicki, love you. So shout out to Nicki and I, y'all get over here and subscribe. So there was a post put up, and Tasha goes in on Joe Budden because Joe Budden removed Tasha's interview or podcast that they podcast show that they did together. Now, Cardi B last week or the week before didn't like what Joe Budden had said about the song Bongos. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. She didn't like what he said about bongos. So Joe Budden came forward and was basically, he said, hey, if I don't hear nothing from you when I'm applauding your music, I definitely don't want to hear anything from you when I disagree with your music or sound. So with that being said, before that was even mentioned, I believe it was already set up for Tasha K and Joe Budden to do a podcast, for her to be on his podcast, just like she was just on Adam 22's No Jumper. So everything was fine. Her and Joe Budden have been communicating back and forth until Cardi B came forward and stated that she felt that Joe had a problem with her because not only what he said about the song Bongos, which nice to say about the song Bongos with Megan Thee Stallion, he also had Tasha K on his show. So she felt like it was multiple hits towards her. You know, one, first you're coming from a song, now you bring in Tasha K on my show and on your show, and Tasha K has said, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm not going to repeat any of that stuff because all of that stuff gets you demonetized. So I don't have time. For otherwise, I will play what Cardi said. But it's just way too much. But she said a lot of things, even stating that Tasha K put a rumor out about her father, stating that her father was an R-worder, or R-wordist. And Cardi B came forward quickly to dispel said rumors. Tasha K rebutted and stated she never said anything about her father in that regard, or anything like that. And that process after that is all of a sudden, you know, Tasha K is removed from Joe Budden's podcast. Now, I did hear that Cardi B and Joe Budden had a conversation offline, off air, a private convo, and that they are okay with one another. So it does make sense for Joe to have removed Tasha K from the podcast and doing Cardi a solid. And I'm not going to say like she literally said remove her from the show. I think that he realized from when she had her little moment that she definitely didn't like the fact that Tasha K had been on her platform. So I think it's mighty weird when y'all say that like Nicki pays us or we're on Nicki's payroll or we're on Cardi's payroll. No. If there was a payroll, he would be on. Okay? Because I don't care what Nicki don't like and I don't care what Cardi don't like. I do commentary to do commentary. That is my job. My job is not to lick any of the bottom of either woman's shoe. Like, I'm not going to do that. I've always said that I'm not Party Gang and I'm not a Barb. I just like both women's music. I like Cardi's music. I like Nicki's music. I'm a huge Nicki Minaj fan. I've been a huge Nicki Minaj fan my whole life. I'm not going to stop being a fan of her because Cardi's out. I don't care. And I'm not going to not like Cardi because I've always liked Nicki. I just don't care. Like, that just don't have nothing to do with me. I think it's stupid. And the people that don't think it's stupid, the ones that want to choose, I don't care. I really don't care. To me, it's extremely immature. It's about music at the end of the day. I'm not a fan of neither woman's personality, meaning I don't tune into Cardi's personality. I don't. I tune into Cardi's music. And it's the same thing with Nicki. I don't worry about what they do personally. I don't care. It's the same thing with people like Beyonce. I love Beyonce, but I don't care about what she does personally. It doesn't have anything to do with me. As long as she keeps pushing that really good music and she ain't out here breaking the law and hurting people, stuff like that, we're good. It's the same thing with Nicki. It's the same thing with Cardi. As long as you do, it don't have anything to do with me. So yeah, I love their music. What they do personally, all of this back and forth and whatnot, that's between them. I got nothing to do with that. So, but I will say that that's giving payroll. That's giving, whether for solids, for future endeavors, I don't know. But it does give, when y'all say that we on payrolls, we literally are not. I do not talk to Cardi. I do not talk to Nicki. They do not pay me anything. They don't push my content anyway. I'm just going to speak how I want to, because I'm not doing content to meet them. I'm not doing content to be around them. I'm not doing content to do any of that. I do my content for the people. So this is what I do it for. My subscribers, my listeners, my watchers. It's who I do commentary for. So I literally don't care if I never work with any of these celebrities, meet any of these celebrities, see any of these celebrities. It's not my job. I'm not... I'm not that girl. Like, I don't want to be up under them. I don't care. I would move to where they are if I was so concerned. About them, I'm not. I do just fine sitting right here talking to y'all about what we all see. That's my job. So that's what I do. So it doesn't, because what I'm going to say with my commentary on what I have witnessed, that's what I'm going to do. Like, I don't care who don't like it. Nicki Minaj never has to like me. I don't care. I'm still, as long as she keeps spitting that fire, I'm gonna stay a fan. She can go live right now and say Sean everywhere, and I'm like, Queen's still coming out in November, right? Or October, right? But that's all I care about. I can't wait to hear the album, because like, same thing with Cardi. She don't ever have to speak to me. I don't care about none of that. Like, I don't care about none of that. Like, I just don't care, because that's not what I'm doing it for. I'm not doing it to kiss either person's ass, or anything like that. So yeah. So please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Let's get into what Tasha K had to say about Joe Budden popping her off her podcast. Let's get into it. His podcast, sorry.
To rebrand himself after they labeled him a drug addict, a woman beater, all of these things. But I should have known that when he sat his ass on Drink Champs, and he said out his own mouth that when Jay-Z calls, he gets scared. And I said that to him in the interview that I did. I said, you and I, even though we're the same, but the way you move and the way I move is different. Jay-Z can't call me and tell me to bark. He can't call me and tell me to bite. Jay-Z don't pay none of y'all bills, but for you to be a black man to sit up and just bow down to this other black man, and he ain't did a motherfucking thing for you, he didn't even remember saying that. But then when I hear, he's got to comb through the interview, he's got to make sure this and make sure that, I bodied each and every one of those black men to the point that all of them said after they were done, we're winos. Tasha, you can come back here anytime you want. I sat outside and I had a conversation with this black man. I said, what's sad is that we cannot, as black media, stick together for the betterment of the people. And he was like, black media will never do it. Black media will never do it. And now he's literally owning up to his own words. We're black media. We're not supposed to be friends. We're not supposed to have industry colleagues to the point where it affects the work. When it starts to affect your work and your judgment, when a BBL starts to fuck with your mind and your dick, and you make bad decisions based off of outside aesthetics, and you ignore doing the right thing, but when the BBL turns around and tries to say you kicked babies out of her stomach and broke ribs, now you want the non-BBL bitch to speak up for you. This is the type of nigga that Joe Budden is, and I honestly regret sitting down with him and giving him that one interview that would shake social media so bad that it shook his fake ass in that lace shirt with his belly sitting over his dick. That he did exactly what the BBL told him to do, because just like every other weak ass black man, they choose ass over bills. Now I want y'all to clip this. Yes, angry, black, bald head. That's what I want you to clip. And I honestly regret giving him the interview that I should have gave that cracker Adam 22 when he had the intelligence to read my case, instead of me sitting down with a black man that is supposed to have my back when I'm supposed to have his back, when Latina women are out here saying that he's breaking ribs and kicking babies out of their fucking stomachs. Then you want the black woman to come sit in court and picket for your bitch ass. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. And you wonder why black people don't get ahead, because we can't fucking stick together. We want to try to mask it and blame crackers. But no, it's your jealous bitch ass. Fucking right, I'm mad. And you want us to settle. That's why you chose a black woman. Shout out to Melissa Ford. But let me say something. I said this to her. You chose Melissa Ford for that platform because she would never stand up to your bitch ass. You are the type that hates women with a fucking voice. So when they cry and say, oh, somebody did this to me, you feel sorry for the pussy until the rabbit got the gun on your bitch ass, calling you a drug addict, calling you a woman beater. But you innocent. But you ain't take the time to read my case, nigga. You ain't never picked up the motherfucking court documents. You just believe that bitch because she got a BBL and a pussy. The same bitch that'll turn around and say you kicked the baby out her stomach. Don't fucking play with me. So yes, I'm going to push this cracker above you. And I will never in my life ever consider color or expect a black man such as yourself to have a black woman's back. And the next time these bitches get up to say you beat their ass, I'ma fucking believe them. The same way you believe that bitch.
Else's squad holding them down, and they're just using me as the front man. And don't play with me like that, because y'all know I fuck with Cardi. But I mean, I stand in what I said about the song. And I said it pretty respectfully.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
I ain't here to come in and shatter nobody's dream. You see, I ain't put the Shorty interview out, the Tasha K interview out, the day that she put that record out. That would have looked foul. That would have looked nuts. Maybe wouldn't have got that invite to the party.
Yeah, it's fucked up though. Today it's either you gotta support it or don't say nothing. That's the way they treat you. Like if you don't like something, don't say it.
To rebrand himself after they labeled him a drug addict.
That was a lot. That was a lot. Shout out to Nicki at Night. I got this off of Nicki at Night's IG. Follow her on YouTube as well. Nicki at Night, right there at the top, NIQ N-I-Q-U-E. So it was so much said. So I will say this. I do think that Tasha K is right when it comes to being upset with Joe Budden and going against the grain. And this is why. Because Joe does what Tasha does. Joe is a podcaster, just like Tasha K. Joe blogs, just like Tasha K, right? So if Joe Budden, which he's got into it with plenty of celebrities, if there were other people that were going to do interviews with Joe, but then decides to scrap the interview because another celebrity that don't like him, like when he got into it with the Migos back in the day, and whatnot. Like if the Migos was like telling Cardi B, well, especially Offset was telling Cardi B, you don't have no affiliation with Joe, don't talk to him, we don't feature him, nothing like that, because they had problems before on red carpets, and all of that. So if somebody like Offset was to tell Cardi not to feature you or work with you, that would be a problem for Joe. But he would act like, but it's cool for him to do it because he's getting the cosign from Cardi, basically. So there's clout in getting rid, of Tasha. So I don't know if she's gonna come sit down with him and they're gonna discuss, the what happened recently or the song Bongo. I don't know, because Cardi has been going around doing interviews. So maybe she's gonna go sit down with Joe. I mean, I don't know, but I do think that that's weak of him to drop the interview, because to me, Joe, you a fake bitch. Like you fake. You're a fake bitch. Because if you didn't have a problem with Cardi and you didn't interview Tasha to spite Cardi, then why scrap her interview? Why scrap it? Keep it. Because you're not a hypocrite, right? You didn't mean any malice towards Cardi, right? So for you to scrap the Tasha K interview, it's giving you scrapped it because you did do it to spite Cardi. You did do it to piss her off. Because why get rid of it? It was done with no malice, correct? There was no malice behind you doing it, right? So there's no reason to get rid of it because it was coming from a good place. It's just you cool with Tasha, you wanted to interview her, you're interviewing her. You know what it is. So that's it. Like, I don't do an interview for her to come for you, or anything like that. No, not at all. And Tasha K has defended Joe in the past when there were women that Joe dated that was coming forward and stated that he basically beat children out of them, and whatnot. She did defend him, so this isn't a what time. My fault. Yeah, this has everything to do with Tasha and Joe. It don't have anything to do with anything else or anybody else. Not even Cardi B, because I don't feel like Tasha defended him for a favor in the future. No, she defended you because she felt like you were telling the truth. Otherwise, if she didn't, she would have just ripped you apart. Like, we all know about Tasha. If she don't like somebody, she don't like them. Like, I mean, it just is what it is. If she's going to come for you, she's going to come for you. If she likes you, then she like you. We do know that about her. Like, so for her to defend you, and with defending you, not that you owe her anything, but you should have at least given her the benefit of the doubt. That is weak to me, because why do all that? Why have her come waste the time, sit down, all of that? Like, why have her do all that? Just to get rid of it in the first place. Like, you then said you was cool with Cardi. You knew you was cool with Cardi when you asked me to come do it. Like, you didn't fall out with her before I came. Like, it ain't like y'all had with this internet feud, and then all of a sudden here you come interviewing me. That would make sense. But no, Cardi and Joe were cool when he interviewed Tasha. But now he's scrapping it. Okay, it's giving, you're doing it for Cardi. Because Cardi did have a problem with it. Let's keep it real. But then to flip the coin, because you know me, I'm fair. Tasha knew getting into it with Cardi has power. Cardi has power. She does. So this isn't going to be the first opportunity that Cardi tries to get rid of. This isn't going to be the first one. And you know what's weird is that when Cardi sued Tasha, she was setting all the, wages lost due to what Tasha was saying to clip her bag. Well, aren't you doing the same thing, Tasha? Like, you're doing the same thing. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Cardi's wrong. I mean, however Cardi gonna fight Tasha and Tasha gonna fight Cardi, that's between those two women. Nothing to do with me. Okay. I washed my hands of that a long time ago. So that is between Tasha and Cardi. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But I'm just saying, I don't think this is the last opportunity that Cardi's going to try to get rid of when it comes to Tasha. Anytime Tasha tries to elevate, I think Cardi's going to try to stomp her down. I do. I do. And I don't think Cardi cares how Tasha feels about it. I don't think she cares, because you know how Cardi feels. Cardi feels like Tasha didn't consider her. She didn't consider her children. She didn't consider none of that stuff when she was going around saying the things that she was saying. So, like I said, I can't knock Cardi for that. I would be being a hypocrite myself to say that I knock her for that. But this don't speak to me on Cardi. This speaks on Joe, because this was Joe's decision. Cardi didn't force him to do anything. Even if y'all saying that Cardi paid him to, she didn't force him to take the money. If she did, I mean, she didn't force him. This is Joe's decision. So this falls on Joe. So I understand why Tasha's mad at Joe. I feel like she gets it, like with the whole Cardi part, because it's like, of course, Cardi's going to do anything in her power to, again, stomp Tasha down. Like, she don't want to, she's not going to have it. Any opportunity, I feel, Cardi gets to check Tasha or bring her down a couple notches, she's going to do it. She's going to do it. Even if it's something as simple as like a Joe Budden. Or something like that. She's gonna get rid of you. One thing I will say about Cardi B, Belcalis hates Tasha K. How Cardi, ever since I lost her, Cardi B literally hates this woman. Okay, so that's why if I was Tasha, girl, I get it, but I was tread lightly with Cardi, because it's like, girl, she hates you. So I don't know. I don't feel like Cardi can stop Tasha. I feel like Tasha, she do her thing. She's gonna stay relevant as long as she wants to stay relevant. No one can cancel Tasha. Like there's no such thing. She's gonna do her. So I don't feel like there's any stopping her. But when it comes to opportunities, yeah, you can stunt growth by, opportunities being missed or opportunities being taken away, because who knows who else Tasha could have worked with, working with Joe, no different than working with Adam 22. And who knows the connections she could get through set people and whatnot. And it seems as if if Cardi is coming through trying to tarnish anything that Tasha touches. So I think that she's going to continue doing that. I don't think that that's going to stop anytime soon. So for the people that's getting here, again, I think Joe Budden, I think you're trash. I think you are a bitch ass nigga for canning this interview with Tasha K that was already completed. Have this woman come waste her time, and whatnot. She got children, and again, she's still going back and forth with Cardi, with finances and all of that stuff. Why implement yourself in that? Just to waste her time. Like, I just think that was completely trash of you to do that when it wasn't necessary at all, because you said you weren't doing it out of spite to Cardi or anything like that. So even finding out how Cardi felt about it, that was your opportunity when you talked to her privately to explain that you didn't bring Tasha on your show to spite her, to come for her, to none of those things. So to remove Tasha after speaking to Cardi, that's trash. Like, you're a bitch. Like, it's how I look at it. Like, Joe Budden, I see why people want to slap you. Like, I get it. Me too. Like, because I want you to. So it's like, I get it. Like, I literally get why people want to smack your bisexual ass. I get it. I absolutely get it clear. I get why people just want to, like, tap fire. I get it now. I'm like, yeah, I get it. He's a bitch. Like, Joe Budden, you a whole bitch. Like, I mean, like, I get it. You know, a cunt. Like, I'm like, ugh. Like, I get it. See it. I can see it now. I get it. So but listen to Tasha K. I feel like Tasha K is completely valid for saying everything that she's saying. And remember, she did defend Joe multiple times. Not just one time. She defended him multiple times against the allegations that were put out about him, especially with that trash Love and Hip Hop cast. Even people like Tahiri and others. She defended him. And you just let, that's why I get, you know, while she's coming for Cardi too, you know, she's not saying Cardi's name, but she's calling her BBL. BBL is code for Cardi. So yeah, I completely get it. But let's listen to this one more time before we move on to the next part of the segment.
A woman beater, all of these things. But I should have known that when he sat his ass on Drink Champs and he said out his own mouth that when Jay-Z calls, he gets scared. And I said that to him in the interview that I did. I said, you and I, you know, even though we're the same, but the way you move and the way I move is different. Jay-Z can't call me and tell me to bark. He can't call me and tell me to bite. Jay-Z don't pay none of y'all bills, but for you to be a black man to sit up and just bow down to this other black man and he ain't did a motherfucking thing for you, he didn't even remember saying that. But then when I hear, you know, oh, he's got to comb through the interview, he's got to make sure this and make sure that, I bodied each and every one of those black men to the point that all of them said after they were done, we're winos. Tasha, you can come back here anytime you want. I sat outside and I had a conversation with this black man. I said, you know what's sad is that we cannot, as black media, stick together for the betterment of the people. And he was like, black media will never do it. Black media will never do it. And now he's literally owning up to his own words. We're black media. We're not supposed to be friends. We're not supposed to have industry colleagues to the point where it affects the work. When it starts to affect your work and your judgment, when a BBL starts to fuck with your mind and your dick and you make bad decisions based off of outside aesthetics and you ignore doing the right thing, but when the BBL turns around and tries to say you kicked babies out of her stomach and broke ribs, now you want the non-BBL bitch to speak up for you. This is the type of nigga that Joe Budden is, and I honestly regret sitting down with him and giving him that one interview that would shake social media so bad that it shook his fake ass in that lace shirt with his belly sitting over his dick. That he did exactly what the BBL told him to do, because just like every other weak ass black man, they choose ass over bills. Now I want y'all to clip this. Yes, angry, black, bald head. That's what I want you to clip. And I honestly regret giving him the interview that I should have gave that cracker Adam 22 when he had the intelligence to read my case, instead of me sitting down with a black man that is supposed to have my back when I'm supposed to have his back, when Latino women are out here saying that he's breaking ribs and kicking babies out of their fucking stomachs. Then you want the black woman to come sit in court and picket for your bitch ass. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. And you wonder why black people don't to try to mask it and blame crackers. But no, it's your jealous bitch ass. Fucking right, I'm mad. And you want us to settle. That's why you try.
Tasha, girl, you gotta ease up on that cracker word, girl. I said, ooh, not crackers, girl. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So yeah, she's very upset. And she has every reason to be, honestly. I don't blame her for being mad. She has every right to be mad at Joe. Just like the whole Cardi part, we can get that. We can understand that. You know, their beef runs deep. But she don't have no beef with Joe. So why? What for real? Like, what I do to you to make you want to cut me? Like, cut me for what? Like, and it ain't like she just sat in an interview cussing Cardi out. And she talked about Cardi in a few. She's been interviewed by a few people. She wasn't cussing her out. None of the interviews. People have questions about the lawsuit and things of that nature. She answers them and moves on. You know, from what I've seen, I haven't seen her like going in on. They do that on social media. You know, they do that on Twitter and on IG. You know, they do that on their comments. You know, and all of that. So I don't know. I just feel like that was trash. But yeah, shout out to Tasha K. I completely understand why she's mad. She has every right. Joe Budden is trash. Straight trash. I understand why people want to literally slap him. I get it. Moving right along. So I'm gonna just pull a couple of these images up before we get into this. Shout out to Nicki Minaj, the Queen. She looked amazing for Queen Radio. Okay. She looked amazing. She looked amazing. She looked amazing. Now I'm going to say this. We're going to get into more of this because more stuff is coming out about it. But I will say this about Nicki. Nicki Minaj is stunning. Okay. She's absolutely beautiful. I'm really excited to hear again her new album that's coming out on Friday too. I think it's going to be lit. I think it's going to be a great album. It's been a few years since we got an album from the Queen, so I'm super excited. Now, when it comes to the situation with Offset and Kenneth Petty, we all know what happened. You know, it is what it is. But it was rumored that Cardi B and Offset or their team or somebody that they know apparently called Kenneth Petty's probation officer, parole officer, and let them know what happened. So Kenneth Petty was put on house arrest for 120 days for standing outside looking and calling Offset into a physical altercation. So they put him on house arrest for 120 days, right? So Nicki is promoting her Queen Radio show, which I know I'm a big fan of Queen Radio. I love a lot of the past guests she's had and phone calls she's made. You know, so I like Queen Radio. I think Queen Radio is cool. And but here's what I don't like. Okay. Nicki, you're not a content creator. Okay? Nicki, I love you dearly. You're not a blogger. Okay? You're way bigger than us, sweetie. You are literally too big for us. Okay? You're monumental. Okay, you don't have to do none of that stuff. What I saw on Queen Radio, I was like, wow, what is going on? She stated that someone, I guess, had the police sent to her house again or something like that, weapons drawn or something like that, or was planning something like that against her. And she had information on the person. She even put up like a profile. I believe and said that she was going to be airing, that person out, all of that stuff. One, it was clickbait, Nicki, because you never got to it. You never said anything about it. And so that's clickbait. Like, you don't have to clickbait the girls. You saying that you're going to go on Queen Radio is enough for everybody. Just like, oh my God, niggas going on Queen Radio. Just the suspense to hear if you're going to talk about it at all would have been enough for people to show up to Queen Radio. Like, all you have to do is just say you're going live. That's it. And world stop. Like you're huge. Like you're an international megastar, right? So with you being an international megastar known in every continent, there's not a continent on this planet that don't know who you are. Girl, you don't have to do any of that. I was very confused by it. Another thing I was confused by, I'm like, Nicki, this is why I say Nicki Minaj is a queen, yet has no king. Because, Nicki, you showed this video right here. You showed everybody in the room, all your squad, all of the flunkies that were there. None of them are your husband. Why is every nigga in New York here but your man? Yeah. So what do any of these people matter if the man you want in the room ain't there? You said marry the shooter in case a nigga try to breathe loud. He ain't in there. He not there. Okay. So yeah, I was just really confused by that. I was like, well, your king isn't there. Because you call yourself a queen. You are a queen. Yeah. He's not a king, sweetie. He's never going to be. Y'all can have 50 kids, Nicki, and we're all gonna love the children. Stop. No. Having a child with him is not going to clean up anything. You don't get to push the family image with the person that you're with. So again, you could have 50 children and people are still going to view him the same. That's never going to change. And the reason it's not going to change, Nicki, is because you don't want it to. You want people to look at him as like goonish. You know, I think you like that. I do. I think you enjoy it. I do. I think she likes it. So who am I to tell her? I think she likes when he acts that way and, you know, all I'm a thug, you know, I think she liked that. I think she enjoys it. I think she liked that he's, you know, tried to come out offset backstage and was outside, you know, and whatnot. Well, I think, look how she was in the studio. Did you see her energy? How she was is very aggressive, you know, like how the energy Nicki giving is like she want to lay hands on somebody. It's like she like for real want to put hands on somebody. We just don't know who. Like, because the energy is just everywhere. Type of situation. I think, I mean, her man on his way to 50. So you on your way to 50, Nicki too. And because come on now, like we can't just say, oh well, Kenneth's in his 40s, so is Nicki. She is too. So I mean, a lot of the things that she does are unnecessary. Mm-hmm. I can understand Cardi speaking on a lot of things because she's part of the newer, you know, generation coming up, you know, in this game. But Nicki knows better. She knows better. This is why a lot of artists, actors, and whatnot, this is why a lot of them don't have social media or anything like that. Because they want to be focused on strictly for their talent. Mm-hmm. A lot of them don't even have social media. And if they did, they would have millions of followers. And a lot of them, they don't have social media at all. Because they want to keep the mystery. You know, when we see movies, when we see artists and stuff on TV and stuff, we have in our mind how they're going to be, you know, in real life and stuff like that. So it keeps a mystery to them, like Beyonce. You know, like there's still a lot of mystery to her because she don't let people in. And it's not because she don't want to, it's because she shouldn't. It's not necessary. It's not, because a microscope is placed over you. Everything she do. If she walk outside barefoot, oh my God, she walked down the driveway barefoot. I can't believe that. You know, just anything, they'll just turn it, you know, into something. Literally. Like when Solange and Jay-Z was in that elevator, I heard it was a bee inside of the elevator and Solange was trying to kill it. I heard it was a bee in the elevator and it was right by Jay-Z and she was trying to get it, Lord. She was trying to get it. And she was just trying to be a good sister-in-law. That's all that word. Because he allergic. Girl. So she was just trying to, it was a bee. Okay? And Beyonce froze up because I was like, oh my God, don't kill the bee. Like, you're part of my hive. You know, and she's like, froze up. Like, oh my God. So, I mean, Solange did what she had to do. It was a wasp or a bee. Came in the elevator and it was right by Jay-Z. So she had to do what she had to do to protect her brother-in-law. Whatever. So, yeah. But it's like we still don't know because we're not supposed to. That's it. Would I want to know? Absolutely, because I'm nosy, But we don't have to. Nicki leaves no mystery. She doesn't leave any mystery. There's no mystery anymore. Yeah. So, and she's a legend. You know, she's legendary. So I was really confused by her energy and whatnot. I'm like, girl, where's your man at? Like, I see all these flunkies, girl. All these convict musics. We see all these felons. Where's your felon? Girl, where's your felon? Okay, because none of these people in these rooms are supposed to be by each other. Felons are not allowed to hang with felons. Girl, please. So I said, look here, Nicki. Oh, where your felon at? Because people can say whatever they want to say about Cardi, and I'll say, oh, he cheat all the time, he this, he that. At least he can leave. At least he can. It's a lot of stuff that's, you know, Mr. Cephas can do that Mr. Petty cannot. Absolutely. A lot of traveling, you know. Cardi go overseas to Milan. Offset go overseas to Milan. Nicki go to Milan. She just go to Milan. He ain't go. Oh no. He don't get to go. That's what happened. That's what happened. So, yeah. It's a lot Offset can do. Offset can go to recitals, sporting events. It's a lot of stuff he gets to do. Mm-hmm. He don't have to be across the street on the top of a building with binoculars. He don't have to. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah. So my girl. So I don't get that. I literally don't get that. So yay. I don't get that. He was like, what the? So, but I don't know what happened on Queen Radio. I don't know. I was hoping that she played a track or two. I don't know. Y'all all talking about some, you know. I don't know. I don't know nothing about none of that. I don't know nothing about none of that. I don't know nothing about none of that. All I know is that this behavior was very sporadic. It was very confusing. I didn't know what to think. I'm like, what is going on? Like, and as beautiful as she looked, I'm like, oh, she's so pretty. But I'm just like, I was just trying to figure out what's going on. You know, I'm just kind of just like, you know, like, because I love her. So I'm just like, what the is going on here? So I was confused. I was very confused, literally. I was confused. And I love Nicki down. But I was just confused by her energy. I just didn't understand why was she, I'm like, why are you acting like this? Like, I don't get it. I don't know. So she says they want you to be they want you to be mad so bad that when you happy having fun, they say something wrong with you. When I see them saying that, I know I got under that dingy skin. A millionaire joking around. That's all it is, boo. Coming for you, 3, 4, better. So Nicki, the show just didn't make any sense, sweetie. I don't know if your friends want to tell you, but I will. It was very cringy. Very cringy. Very cringy. I because it was hard to follow. I really didn't know what she was talking about. And I'm cool with like code names and stuff like that. That's fine. So where you're throwing shade at a person, you're not saying their name, stuff like that. I'm completely fine with that. Like, even if I don't know who she's talking about, because I get like her super fans are gonna get it, and people that dip and dab, aren't, and I'm a dip and dabber. So with being a dip and dabber, I know I was gonna get like everything, right? But you usually kind of get like the basis of what's going on, even if you don't know the parties involved. So you can walk up to two strangers arguing, and you may not know the backstory on their argument, but from what you've heard them just say about this one, you could critique it, or give an opinion on it, type of situation. So it's the same thing. Like, you could, a movie starting and it's 10 minutes in, 20 minutes in, you can still kind of figure out what happened throughout it, even not seeing the first 10, 20 minutes, since you've seen enough to know, what's going on. So, no. How long was she live? Like 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours after she was like 2 and something, a half hours late or something like that. She was on for hours. I was like, and none of it made sense. 4 hours. I'm just like, Nicki. Oh, Nicki. You don't have to do any of this, right? I like when she like interviews people and talks to people. And so like, that's what I like when she does on Queen Radio. Because I think that that's dope. And she has so many connections. She's touched so many people. She has so many fans. She knows a lot of actresses and actors and, instrument players and producers. And she just knows so many people. So it's just like, why not just do that? Because that's dope. Like when she called Lil Wayne on the phone, and when she had Lauren London and Cassie and, all of them up there. And I liked that. I thought that was a dope idea. I thought it was really cool. I like that. This I don't understand. I don't understand. It's like giving like beefing podcasts, like how we do, like as YouTubers, like how we collab to beef. It's kind of like the energy she was given with Queen Radio, this last one, that she had information about somebody that she was going to be popping. Now, a lot of people thought it was Cardi or somebody connected to Cardi, something like that, and why Kenneth Petty has been put on house arrest for 120 days. But no. Then she said something happened at her home, that people were trying to send people to do certain things to her, and her 2-year-old son. Then she go live as like crickets. I'm like, what is going on? And the kicking and all of that, and the random twerking and all that. I mean, I can get her twerking and be like, what, a DJ dropped the beat, and then, she's like, what, I'm fan of, that's cute, nothing wrong with that. But then it's giving, I have nothing, and I told y'all to come here, and y'all were coming to expect something, and I don't have nothing. So since I don't have nothing, I'm gonna keep playing a bunch of music, and then in between, I'm gonna stop and talk my ish and show y'all that I'm not alone. I know 400 Black guys in New York, and they're all here. So we're not scared of anyone or anything. Well, who's that threat to? Is that threat to the people that allegedly was trying to hurt you or send the police to your home, or is that to Cardi and Offset? That we ain't never scared. Just because you seen those 3 goons, no, there's plenty more where that came from. It's like we're just so confused about what's going on, because it's like you're showing all these men in the room. What are you showing them for? Like, I mean, and she's done plenty of Queen radios, and I'm like, is this like her new live studio audience, or like what? I'm like, I'm so confused by what is going on here. I'm like, is this like your new audience? Because you should get a bigger studio, because you're a millionaire, so you could totally afford it. If you're gonna have a live studio audience, so I'm just like, what? Because okay, they're not an audience; they're goons. For what? Cardi and Offset don't even live in New York. They have homes there, but they don't live there. They're based in California. Why are we gooned up in New York? Are we going to get there or no? Why are we putting all the goons on camera? All the people that would take lives for you. Why do we know them all by things? Isn't this supposed to be a secret? So, Nicki, if one of them hurts someone, should they come looking for you? I mean, this is how Young Thug and, a lot of other people got arrested. I'm just saying. They love locking up a good black. So I'm just like, what is... I just didn't understand. That's all. I love her now. I have no idea what that live was about. And when she played the song we all wanted to hear, she pretty much talked the whole time. I'm like, Nicki, if you don't want us to fully hear it, that's all you have to say. Big difference. I'm like, girl, what are we doing? And why are you talking over the music? She didn't talk over any of her other hits that are already out there. She let all them rock. The hit Big Difference that we all want to hear. She won't talk over. This is, but I'm just going to keep watching. So that's what I did. I just kept watching. Still nothing. Still nothing. So I love you guys. We're going to be over on coffee in the next hour and a half. I'm going to put up the time frame right now. I love you guys. We'll be live again tomorrow with a morning coffee. I have some errands and stuff to run before I go live. So I love you. Thank you so much for liking the video. Please like, please subscribe if you have not subscribed already. That's really all I have to say about the Queen Radio thing. Like I was confused. So I'm not about to. It's hard to critique something or have a real opinion on it if you don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know what's going on. So I'm not going to act like I do. Okay? I'm super confused. I am super confused by that. Shout out to my Sherry. She says, excellent job in your commentary. The TK situation just tuned in. Caught up with the replay. Oh, thank you, my Sherry. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you so much. So, but I got to get out of here. I'll make sure that y'all subscribe. Thank you again, my Sherry. Subscribe. We will be live on Coffee. Okay, you do not want to miss tonight's show. It will be very entertaining. We have the tea. So I love you. I will see y'all in a little bit. Okay, bye. Or not.